Hello everybody, Ghostblade 1062 here, and Happy New Year! I'm here today with our first review for 2025, and today we will be reviewing a 4-pack of AAR 70-ton 3-bay hoppers in the Kansas City Southern scheme. This is a Broadway limited 4-pack. So let's get on with the review. Alright, taking a look here, we have our 4 boxes of cars in this clear plastic sleeve. And looking through the front of the first 2 boxes, we get our first look at the cars themselves. All of these have different road numbers as well, making it easier for operations. Taking a look at the box, and these boxes are all pretty much identical. On the bottom here, we have a warning about chemical usage, as well as we have the Broadway Limited website. On the back, we see that the product was made in China. We also have a note about warranty information at the bottom. And then on the left-hand side here, we have the Broadway Limited logo, as well as the product ID, this being 8112. These are AAR 70-ton 3-bay hoppers in the Kansas City Southern scheme, and this is a 4-pack in HO scale. And now, starting with the first car, it sits in this clear plastic cradle with a simple lid on top. And the car is also wrapped in soft plastic to help protect the paint from the harder plastic. So this is car number 1, and we will take a closer look at the details once I have all 4 of them out of the package. The package for these is not road number specific. Car number 2. This one being 29205. And you'll notice all of these cars have a silica packet in the box to help absorb any excess moisture. Now we have 29339. And on to the last one. This one being 29286. And one of the axles has popped out of this one. So I'll have to correct that after getting the box out of the way. Right, here we are. There we go. And these are all 4 of the coal hoppers, each of them having a coal load already in them. Which should be removable. There we are, giving us a view of the internal detailing. So we can see the riveting inside the hopper car. Taking a look on the side here, we have the KCS logo as well as the road number. The particular one in my hand being 29205. Then we have our capacity information. We have our nice rivet detail along the side, as well as our standard markings along the bottom. We have some basic truck detailing for suspension, but not much more. Here we have our plastic our plastic steps leading up to the top of the car. And taking a look at this side here, we have our brake wheel here near the top edge of the car, as well as, again, the road name and road number. The other side is much of the same detailing, and then this last end is much like the opposite without the brake wheel and brake line detailing. Flipping the car over, we have some detailing on the chutes for discharging the load, as well as some very basic brake line detailing down the center. There we are, and now the load is back in. And I have to say, the load does look quite nice, though it could fit a little bit better as it pops back and forth like this quite easily. And looking at the other cars, we see the same detailing. And now, moving on to our standards, I'm going to check the axles with the NMRA standards gauge. And 29286 is good for axle gauge. Now on to 29339. Is also good. 29218 is good. And finally, the last car is also good. That's 29205. And now to move on to the coupler height. The first coupler on 29205 is good. As is the rear coupler. Now on to 29218. At 29218 is good. Now for 29286. Rear coupler is good. And now onto the front coupler. Which is sitting a tad is good, but the trip pin needs to be adjusted because it's catching on the edge of the coupler height gauge. And finally, 29339. Seems to be sitting a tad low on the front. But the rear is good. And now to take them over to the track for a few run-by shots. Alright, coming up behind KCS number 5004, we have our 4 hopper cars. Alright everybody, this concludes our review of the Broadway Limited 4-pack of AAR 70-ton 3-bay hoppers in the Kansas City Southern scheme. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like or comment, and subscribe for more model railroad content. Have a great day everybody!